Hello everybody, welcome back to the 4-digit Nordic Cash Cup. Yet again we have another match already after that intense match between Monarch and Hypnospira. Up to tiebreaker, Hypnospira coming out on top only slightly. What an amazing match that was. But now we have a losers bracket match between CirnUwU from, well, Gibraltar, but they're playing under Estonia here because of Estonian citizenship, and as we know, Baltic countries are allowed in the tournament, so against goldilocks from Lithuania. So actually, a little bit of a Baltic battle in that sense here in a Nordic tournament, which is actually interesting because we have another Baltic battle tomorrow between an Apple 7 from Latvia versus Sada from Estonia. So interesting to see the Baltics facing against each other this round in a Nordic tournament. However, it looks like we're going to have some warm-ups. I'm not sure whose warm-up this is. Let me just check. Looks like it is CirnUwU's warm-up, as they are the only player to have picked a warm-up on the website. But yeah, I'll be solo casting now, so it's going to be a little bit more chill. Worth noting that the player that loses this match will be eliminated as a top 16 player. So the one that wins will be moving on to the top 12. The one that loses will be 16th to 13th, as we are now in the losers bracket. So this is their last chance here. They have to win to stay in. Goldilocks actually being seed 16, so they've already made enough progress to stay true to their seed, you could say. CirnUwU being seed 8, definitely the player looking to win based on seeding. But we've seen upsets throughout the tournament. You never know what's going to happen. Looks like we're going to get into the warm-up. CirnUwU's warm-up, it is with DT, it's looking like. Interesting to go for a DT convert warm-up, I believe. But getting started now with the warm-up. In this Baltic battle, you could say, although one person is currently in Gibraltar, that's the Gibraltarian flag. But like I said before, the Estonian citizenship permitting them to play in this tournament. And yeah, this is looking like a convert for sure. Definitely CirnUwU's pick as well, as you can see from just the comfort of the movement on CirnUwU's platter. Apologies to the viewers if my voice sounds a little bit out of it. I don't know why, but my voice is on its last steps today. So forgive me for that. A bit of a fun fact as well. Looks like both players are currently in voice chat with each other while playing, so it's good to see that friendly competition between them. Always nice to see. And yes, CirnUwU actually looking pretty comfortable on his own warm-up. On 98.4% accuracy play here. Looking solid. Dropping down below the S rank there though, but recovering quickly. Oh, I just realized actually, although I see CirnUwU and Goldilocks on my casting screen, on the stream it was only CirnUwU versus CirnUwU, but it should be fixed now. Should be fixed now, so shout out to the streamer for that. I mean, is it really an Osu catch tournament without any technical issues? And also, this is why warm-ups are nice, you know, you got that trial and error period where you can fix things that need to be fixed, so. Very, very nice. Yeah, Sicep, same here, I'm gonna be honest, because on my screen, what I'm seeing right now, I see both players playing, so. Wasn't aware. It was a does he know moment, you know what I mean? Does he know? But there you have it, there's the warm-up. On the website, it does not say that Goldilocks is submitted a warm-up, so I believe this is going to be the only warm-up before we get started with the actual match. Oh, but actually, I just saw the referee giving host to Goldilocks. So I take that back. We are actually going to be seeing a warm-up from Goldilocks as well.
Is there?
Both players making sure to get that optimal warm-up in. No cold fingers. No risking that. I mean, CirnUwU is literally in Gibraltar, so it's probably like 57,000 degrees there. I mean, if he warms up anymore, he might start melting. Goldilocks, however, in the Baltic region of Europe. It could be windy there. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, it's like raining in Iceland right now in the summer, and it's like 8 degrees. So, could always be worse. You could always be in Iceland. That's what I'm trying to say.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho.
It's like the warm-up's actually a Searle song. Searle, widely known in the Osu community. Tons of Searle songs mapped. Both in Standard, Taiko, Catch, and Mania. I said both, but then I proceeded to say 4 different things. So I should have just said all throughout.
Hello? Is there?
No mods on this one. No forcing DT like CirnUwU did. Just straight up pure no mod. Right from the cow, as farmers in Iceland would say about pure milk. Straight from the cow's udders. I'm gonna start using that now to talk about things that are just pure and authentic. Straight from the cow's udders. What is wrong with me? In any case, both players holding the SS now in the warm-up.
I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
The rules are obviously it has to be under 3 minutes, and this map right under that mark, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So, although it's been 15 minutes since the match was supposed to start, we're actually only on the second warm-up here. But that is also thanks to the players as they were waiting for the stream to be able to switch to their match after that intense and long Hypnosphere versus Monarch game. One of the most entertaining matches I've watched this tournament. Absolute banger. Actually, these dashes here look kind of tricky. It's definitely a convert. Although, it is a convert that looks like it's one of those converts that was made by Val 01. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's 0108, right? Like one of those converts that convert really, really well.
Told you not to go in that house.
Oh, I got it. Let's go. 0108. That's actually his postcode, so if anyone wants to give him a visit, you know where to look. No, it doesn't look like a Val map. What I mean is that Val maps convert really well into cache, and this map converts really well into cache as well. Like, it doesn't have any like sort of flow breaks or weird slider ticks. All good, all good. And now into the roll. CirnUwU rolls a 28. And goldilocks barely beating CirnUwU with 34. Yeah, so like I just typed in chat for those who are confused. CirnUwU obviously does live in Gibraltar, but as we are allowing Baltic countries to play in this tournament, such as Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, CirnUwU was able to send me proof of an Estonian citizenship and passport that they had, meaning that they were eligible to play as an Estonian under the Baltic rule as well. So it's like, you know, we're already allowing Baltics to play, but I mean, they went through the loophole of not only, you know, playing under a Baltic country, but also being from another country, just having citizenship of that Baltic country in a Nordic tournament. So this is as far-fetched as it gets, but it is allowed. It's a smart loophole that they found. But passport and citizenship is legit, so of course we're gonna allow it.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!
Alright, let's see. First ban from CirnUwU is going to be Hidden 3, the lower hidden map. Pretty smart ban if you're CirnUwU, I'd say. Or maybe that's just me being biased to lower hidden, honestly. goldilocks banning DT1, that's an understandable ban. Especially considering that CirnUwU is pretty comfortable on DT, and the patterns on DT1 are very unconventional. They're not very sort of generic ladder patterns that you can see, especially with DT. They're kind of awkward and test your sort of just overall ladder control and consistency with DT. And now goldilocks' first pick being Nomad 3 with consistency Nomad, Yudachi no Ribbon, absolute banger. And this map, I'd say has pretty easy patterns throughout for a convert. Obviously it has some convert patterns which can be tricky to some, but overall just that consistent convert structure that you would love to see in a Nomad 3 in a 4 Nomad map pool. Getting things underway now. First map of the match. CirnUwU actually the first one to drop. goldilocks still holding combo. Gotta be an early lead for goldilocks actually here. goldilocks up there as well though. Let's look at a little combo. There's a trade. Sorry, I was typing in chat there. Things are actually pretty equal now. CirnUwU drops again. goldilocks trade right after. goldilocks still has a 20,000 point lead. CirnUwU just with like a 20 combo advantage, I'd say. It's not going to be enough to make up for the difference, especially after that miss there from CirnUwU. So Goldilocks able to grow their lead even further, except not anymore as they find a miss as I say that. And now CirnUwU perhaps able to grow some combo of his own. And Goldilocks there with a crucial miss as CirnUwU still holds. This could be a big chance for CirnUwU to now take over the lead. And it flips over now to CirnUwU. CirnUwU now in the driver's seat. But it is oh so close still as Goldilocks builds back up to 200 combo now. Only about a 3,000 to 5,000 point difference here. Maybe even smaller. Last third of the map incoming now. And it is really close still. One miss from either player to turn the tides, and Goldilocks missing now. And if CirnUwU is able to hold combo for a little bit longer, that's going to be a huge chance to grow their lead. Absolutely massive. I wonder, because they are in voice chat together, I'm wondering, oh, another miss from Goldilocks there, that's definitely costly, but I'm wondering if one Goldilocks misses, if they're doing a little bit of a scream, and then CirnUwU perhaps getting distracted, that would be kind of funny. That'd be a good strategy in voice chat, but trade from both players there, so things are going to keep staying as they are. A little bit of a combo advantage for CirnUwU actually, so lead in CirnUwU's favor still. Alright, inside information, the VC is silent, but it won't be once we go there for mid-game interviews after this map. Another miss from Goldilocks there, that's definitely going to seal things here. Even though CirnUwU misses, it is too late, I think. About a 50,000-60,000 point difference. And CirnUwU is going to be able to take the break point here. Yeah, the first point, and it is a break point as it was Goldilocks' pick. Goldilocks had an early lead, but unable to hold it. So let's actually go over to their voice chat and ask for their opinion, shall we?
Hello.
For the mid-game interview, any thoughts on how that match went?
That was the most troll match that I've ever played. This man said I shit missed, and I shit missed straight after that.
See, this is what I was expecting in voice chat. Like I was imagining like one person misses, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell?" And then the other person gets distracted, and they also miss.
This was like one of the closer maps when we played the funny scrim earlier, you know. So
I see.
that's why I got composure later. I was like, "Holy shit, you can beat me on this map." What do you mean, you know?
Definitely a solid pick from Goldilocks, though. They had a lead for a long time in the map, but just at the end, flipped over to CirnUwU. But we're gonna go back to the stream reboot, so thank you for that. And sorry for the all of a sudden intrusion.
That's fine. We knew.
That's
Dark
fine,
told
yeah.
us.
I gave them the heads up.
Our E is dark.
Nice.
I'm the insider information.
Let's go.
Feel free to come back.
Back to the booth we go. Maybe we will.
Yep, that's all I do.
Okay, we are back. That was the first time we've done something like that. That was kind of interesting, actually. Cool to hear their thoughts. And now CirnUwU picking Nomad too. The speedy Nomad specific. CirnUwU in chat saying they're gonna get water. Goldilocks also claiming that they're gonna be right back, so a bit of a piss and water break mid-match. We accept those. Would like to be able to see the streamer screen share here, but as we were switching voice chats, it's understandable that was forgotten in the process. There we go, thank you. So I guess we're just gonna wait a little bit for the piss and water break. CirnUwU is back. Yeah, there's water. And Goldilocks back as well. Looks like we're going to be able to get into a No-Mod 2. CirnUwU's pick after CirnUwU got that breakpoint on No-Mod 3. And the Baltic battle continues. No-Mod 2 starting now. Will CirnUwU be able to convert another point onto their tally? Their own pick, or will Goldilocks perhaps hit CirnUwU with a breakpoint of their own? Find out next. Wait, find out on the next episode of the Big Fortress Cash Cup. I butchered that delivery, but we move, we ball. Both players actually holding on to an SS here at the first part of the map. Quite impressive. There's a trade, I think. Is it both two misses? But then Goldilocks misses a little bit more after. So CirnUwU actually having the advantage now. And another miss from Goldilocks now. Another one there. CirnUwU now with a great chance to grow their lead as they hold combo. Another mission Goldilocks there. Yeah, it's going to be costly, especially this being such a short map. Finding another miss there. Another one. Looking like this has already been decided here. CirnUwU's pick obviously seems to have been a smart one. Trade there, but it is too late. And it's pretty much guaranteed that CirnUwU will be getting that point. And there it is. Seven misses to 15. Slightly one-sided, you could say. Do we go back for a mid-game interview? Hear their thoughts? Let's do it.
Never mind.
There he is. There he is.
We are back.
Hello.
We got another mid-game interview after that No-Mod. How do you guys think that went?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So,
So,
I don't know. We just took a piss break and, you know, what's it called?
Piss and
Water break together at the same time.
got some
And the
composure
map
from
was
that.
okay, I guess.
The map was okay. All right, thank you so much for that input. We'll be going back to the booth. We'll be coming back to you soon.
Uh-huh.
But we'll
See you after the next
We'll
one.
be waiting. Hello, I have returned.
back in the booth now with Aesion. He's joining us now.
Initiating my pizza. Yeah, good to be here again.
He's finished eating his pizza and is able to join me now for the CirnUwU vs Goldilocks match. The Baltic battle, you could say. I've said that quite a few times now, and I've always clarified that CirnUwU is technically not Baltic, but has that Estonian citizenship.
You know what it is?
What is it?
He's Gibraltar.
He's Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
He's Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Write that down, everyone.
Man, I'm hilarious.
Looks like Goldilocks goes to hidden 2 though. We've seen No Mod 3 and No Mod 2 been played. Hidden 2. I mean, CirnUwU, definitely the higher seeded player here. Goldilocks just trying to pick some maps that they were able to contest on, you could say. And I think Goldilocks has been performing pretty well on hidden throughout the tournament. So perhaps a smart pick here. Especially as I think CirnUwU banned hidden 3. And actually an early miss from CirnUwU gives Goldilocks a perfect chance early on to build a slight lead, although it is very early.
Yeah, this map is very technical, so I don't really see players FCing this map.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the Hypnosphere Monarch match where both were performing really well. Goldilocks misses there, but like they were performing really well on the other maps, but both players 600k'd that this map.
CirnUwU now has the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the 3-1 combo mark, so he's gonna... Oh, never mind. He dropped it.
But a trade from Goldilocks. Keep things as is.
Yeah, the lead is not that much in CirnUwU's favor yet. So the Goldilocks missing again, it's gonna put it even more into CirnUwU's favor.
Indeed, and trade after trade now. CirnUwU still with the lead. And only a slight combo advantage to Goldilocks, but it really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things when the lead is so big. But with that miss, however, it could mean something.
Yeah, that might be able to flip it. The lead, it's honestly not that big.
It's about 50,000, 40,000. So yeah, with that miss from CirnUwU, it's becoming also more possible.
Yeah.
If Goldilocks is just able to hold out a little longer. And with that extra miss from CirnUwU as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So looking more possible every second here, and it's actually gonna flip over now. Goldilocks able to hold for that long misses right there as it flips over, but CirnUwU trades, and another trade from Goldilocks though, so now a slight lead to CirnUwU, but only slight, and the miss from CirnUwU is gonna flip things over here as well. Man, this is close actually.
I expected Goldilocks to be able to get more of a more mileage of that combo. I guess not.
After they took the lead, they just missed right after. But actually, a couple of misses from CirnUwU here as Goldilocks is able to hold. So that's actually a lead to Goldilocks here. Approaching the end of the map. This could be huge. This could be really, really massive. And we could see Goldilocks able to avoid the sweep here. Last seconds of the map. S rank still for Goldilocks, you know.
Oh, miss.
As I say that,
no way, that's
enough. Oh, but another miss there. Oh, but CirnUwU drops. And there's the ending. Goldilocks with their first point of the match now.
Nice.
30,000 point difference, but solid map. Yeah, 2-1, avoiding the sweep. It's gonna make things 2-1. All right, we're gonna go. He's gonna join us. We're gonna go into the voice chat there for a mid-game interview that we've been doing after every point.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh my god, everyone's here now.
All right, Goldilocks, you just got your first point in the match. How do you feel?
Happy. I'm very happy.
That is awesome to hear. You've avoided the sweep against Seed 8. That is a big achievement on its own, in my opinion, especially in the quarterfinals map pool. CirnUwU, how do you feel after having been destroyed, obliterated?
I feel so bad. I think I lost the mental game now, man. He's gonna sweep me. Reverse sweep. For sure. Anyway, that was
up in the air.
That was actually like a terrible play, unironically. This man has played against me twice on this map, and I got both my worst scores on it. I'm so sad.
Would you look at that? Perhaps a little bit of a mental advantage on hitting 2 there, but now things, you could say they're up in the air after that. We're gonna go back to the booth. Good luck, guys.
See you next
Yeah,
time.
thank you. Bye.
This is the first time that we've done this, and it's kind of funny because I'm just like treating it like it's the most professional thing in the world when I go there. I'm like, all right, how do you feel like I'm like an actual interview?
Yeah. I don't think I have to follow every time.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, he picked hidden one.
After that-
picks hidden one. Interesting.
That is interesting. After that, that hidden 2 loss.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hidden one is it's a very different map from Hidden 2. Because Hidden 2 is very technical, very bursty almost. But Hidden 1 stays the same all throughout.
Exactly. When we saw in the other match between Monaco and Hypnosphere, Monaco was able to have a big advantage in Hidden 1, but when it came to Hidden 2, I think Hypno was even able to take it. Or was it? No, it was one of those maps that... No, I think it was one of those maps that at the end...
Yeah,
flipped.
you only have it at the end. But still went to Hypno.
Yeah, I think... Was it...
I think it was
Monaco. No, I think Monaco... It was Monaco's 5th point, securing the tiebreaker. Because I remember Hypno being forced... Hypno was forced to pick Hidden 2 because there was Hidden 2 and Omot 3.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it was the last break point. But yeah, there was a lot of points like that in that match. However, back to CirnUwU and Goldilocks now. Hidden 1 getting started.
Clipped cat side. Actually, no, chronicle cat side.
So now that you can read. And we see misses.
It's a good skill to have.
I say it's a solid skill in society now. Seems to be lacking in some people. Definitely, you're getting ahead of your peers with that one. But yeah, both players trading after trade here. Not looking too comfortable, I'd say, for both players. Goldilocks definitely looking a little bit more comfortable to start things off, especially looking at the accuracy.
These players, they can't read.
Yeah, they're dyslexic. Just BMing their players, just shit talking. No, I'm sure they're masters of literacy. In any case,
Goldilocks is having a lead again. He did win the last point, so I don't know. He's gonna win this one as well. Is he on that momentum, that hidden momentum right now?
Honestly, looking like it could go to Goldilocks here, but it is still just the first third. But I'd say when it comes to just looking at who's more comfortable, never mind. Well, but it is traded though. It is traded, so Goldilocks missed, but it is traded by CirnUwU. And now 2 trades more there. But yeah, looking at accuracy and platter control, Goldilocks looks a little bit more comfortable, I'd say, on hidden. On a map like this, at least.
He's finding a couple of misses now though. Might flip over.
But they weren't listening to me. I hope that I didn't make them nervous. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of trades now, actually. But now both players are able to hold a decent combo. Goldilocks misses as I say that, and now CirnUwU, the one in the driver's seat.
Would that be enough to flip it?
Definitely now after that one miss, but the trade...
Oh. Okay, that's gonna put a break on CirnUwU.
And another trade there. Just trade after trade now. Wave after wave. Wave after wave. Trade after trade.
Another break from Goldilocks, it might actually flip.
If CirnUwU was able to hold here, yeah, it could definitely flip now.
The score's going so slowly though.
Oh,
there it is.
Here, but a trade from CirnUwU right after, so it's going to go back to Goldilocks, but more misses from Goldilocks and more trades from CirnUwU.
This is very reminiscent of last game.
Oh, it's going to be really close. It's looking like that, honestly. Back and forth, at least on these hidden maps. But now CirnUwU with a pretty decent combo, and Goldilocks struggling to hit some of the ending patterns here. But CirnUwU now decent as well. Goldilocks with a slight combo advantage now. It's going to be close throughout the whole map. It's looking like a drop from CirnUwU, but a trade right after.
They're so evenly matched.
It really is looking like that. Now a miss from CirnUwU there. A chance for Goldilocks to take the lead here. Will they be able to hold or will I curse it?
It's such a small combo advantage though. I don't know if there's enough time.
Oh,
what trade?
Trade, that's going to reset things, and CirnUwU is going to keep that tiny lead.
It's really just a hair thing.
Oh, but a miss there from CirnUwU before the ending. But a trade from Goldilocks, but the spinner.
Spinner battle? Is it a spinner battle?
Oh,
What could have been?
I think CirnUwU etched out the spinner a little bit, but not enough. And Goldilocks going to take their second point there on hit and one.
Damn, that was close.
That's a break point, actually. So
Yeah.
things are all tied up now. And I think we should go back into the voice chat to get another interview. Let's
Yeah, do that.
let's see what they have to say.
Oh,
All right, guys.
Hello.
we're letting Dark commentate this one. Come on, Dark.
Okay. They wanted me to say spinner diff.
All right, thank you guys so much. We're gonna go back to the booth now. Thank you for those input, guys. What insightful commentary from both players there.
Yeah, I think it might actually have been a spinner. Maybe. I mean, technically, if one player didn't spin at all, I think it would have made a difference.
Definitely. Or cope diff, like Wang Wang says in chat.
Cope diff.
That's my guess difficulty on. No, okay. Anyway, I don't know where I was gonna go with that joke. I'm sleep deprived. Hey guys, it is now Goldilocks' pick after winning that breakpoint, so momentum on their side.
Will they pick the last hit? No, that's banned actually, never mind. Hard Rock won. Hard Rock won. The custom now. I forgot what it was for a second.
Oh yeah, the Wang Wang custom, yet again.
Disney man.
Disney man. Another shout out to Wang Wang, obviously, for making the custom. I am legally required to shout out the custom mappers every time the map is picked. I've done that for all the rounds so far, so.
Yeah, there's a bomb strap his chair. If it doesn't shout her out, it's gonna explode.
It will explode into my face. My face will split apart into 4 different pieces.
And we wouldn't want that.
No, maybe 3 would be nice, but 4, that's uncalled for. That's too far.
Too far.
Now getting into Hard Rock 1 here.
Goldilocks with some early misses. On turn as well.
True, that is true. Both players having early misses here. Only a slight lead for CirnUwU in the beginning. Looks like both players are actually kind of struggling on this, you could say. It's just the AR-10 after the hidden, but Goldilocks now actually building a combo.
Yeah, it looks like Goldilocks might be a little bit more comfortable with the high AR. Because he's turning and moving a lot, like unnecessarily, but Goldilocks is having very certain movements.
Yeah, sort of no extra movement.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
S style.
Yeah. S style.
Miss right there though, just before the small break. Missing a lot here actually. Might actually flip over to CirnUwU.
It is true now. It actually does flip over to CirnUwU. CirnUwU holds their combo still. It's gonna be a slight lead for CirnUwU here. Ooh, another miss from Goldilocks. That's gonna make CirnUwU's lead bigger here at the halfway mark.
A couple of misses. CirnUwU dropping as well. But it's not gonna matter. Goldilocks missed before him.
Indeed. Yeah, it looks like Hard Rock specifics at this level are tricky to some players.
It's all about being able to read that high AR. That's the name of the game with Hard Rock.
It really is the name of the game.
Well, CERN's standing still in that wiggle.
Better place to them.
Yeah.
Now last fourth of the map almost a 100,000 point difference at this point, actually. So looking good for CirnUwU for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, he's holding a pretty stable lead at the moment.
Indeed. Those stutters from the beginning that he had looks to have been adjusted and perhaps getting used to the AR now a little bit more.
Maybe he sent him up to Goldilocks.
Perhaps. A bit of a transfer.
He did manage to reach the 200 combo mark just before missing. But I believe it's over.
It is definitely looking that way. And that's gonna be it. CirnUwU with a decently comfortable win on Hard Rock 1, I'd say. And worth noting that that is actually a break point.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
Interesting pick there from goldilocks, but on a pool like this, you also want to go for maps that you expect your opponent to do worse on, I guess. And in this case, it just didn't work out. But we're gonna go to the player voice chat now, see what they have to think, see what they have to say.
My specific only opinion. Oh no,
No, not the specific only
the
opinion.
controversial
Keep
opinion.
in mind, the streamer is the custom mapper, so watch your words carefully.
Pick a better song, thanks.
All right, going after the art. Obviously, not a fan of Jonas Brothers. Maybe more of a Jonas Sisters fan, CirnUwU, but able to get that point. We're gonna go back to the booth. We'll see you guys later. Right.
I can't believe it. Blaming the song out of all things.
Exactly. I mean, shaking my head, really.
Yeah.
And now it is CirnUwU's pick after that breakpoint. Momentum shifted all the way over to him after that pick, you could say.
Going for the normal one. From one Wang Wang map to the other.
From the first Wang to the other Wang.
Wang Wang.
That's the Wang Wang rotation right there. No Mod 1 now. Like you said, the other Wang Wang song.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we did beat this one in the last game, but we did beat most maps in the last game.
Yeah,
But
except for No Mod 3, which was actually the first pick of this match.
yeah, true, that was the only map left. And of course the band maps, which I don't remember that got banned. Oh yeah, BT1 was one of them. I don't remember the others. Not that it matters right now.
It was DT1 and Hard Rock 3 with the
Oh,
bands
yeah,
from last map.
right. Goldilocks with an early miss. Actually, CirnUwU also had an early miss. Goldilocks with another miss, putting the lead into CirnUwU's favor.
Yeah,
Still isn't up to 200 combo yet, so it's not gonna be super big.
it's not gonna be too detrimental if
Yeah,
you're gonna use the word used before, which I actually liked.
it's a good word.
It's a nice word. And I'm a fan of words.
Have you ever played Wordle?
I made Wordle.
Okay, I didn't know I was speaking with a legend.
It's okay. I get that a lot. Anyway, back to the match now.
Yeah, up to those like 2 or 3 misses, we haven't been missing anything else. So Goldilocks is he just missed. I was gonna say still in the not lead.
Still in the not lead.
That's a word. I'm not as much of a word expert as you.
You're still on level 3 on Wordle. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm a Wordle noob.
That sounds so charming when you say it like that. Anyway. Both players now with the same combo. Looks like there was a trade there. So the lead from CirnUwU staying in the same place.
It's not going anywhere. It's interesting to see how like every player is stacking their wiggles. I would have expected to see at least some players actually wiggling them.
Yeah, I guess perhaps there are some matches left. Maybe we'll see the confident ones try and go for some wiggles, but
yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, wiggling is just easier. Standing them is more risky. But I am a Wordle noob after all.
I feel like if you're not comfortable with just wiggling in general, perhaps going for the placement stand is a safer option. Oh, CirnUwU dropping it before the break. There's a one or just point difference.
Oh,
Goldilocks dropping there.
Goldilocks, that was your chance.
Yeah.
The lead is gonna stay in CirnUwU's favor. Even with that miss, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Especially with the miss immediately after by Goldilocks.
Yeah, looks like it's definitely gonna be for CirnUwU here on their own pick. Make it 4-2.
We're going into Goldilocks pick. I wonder what he's going to use to counter this. How will he retaliate? Will he maybe with a nomad of his own, like a very different nomad?
Yeah, I think well, they didn't pick Nomad last time, right? They picked Hardware 1, so they could potentially go for the last Nomad convert, Nomad 4.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Considering that Nomad 3 was actually pretty close. Yeah, Nomad 4 right. No hesitation.
Yeah, this map is definitely well, it's not a consistency map, it's the opposite. It's very bursty in difficulty.
Yeah. There are some patterns that you could say are a spike from the
Yeah, some may say that.
Yeah. Indeed. Alright, by the way, in about 5 minutes from now, another match will be starting between Tracy Sketchit from Iceland and Devard from Norway. I believe we're going to try and switch over to that one after this one. But we'll obviously finish this match on stream.
I believe that match is the last of Iceland's hope in this tournament. Right?
Yes, that is the last Icelandic player still in the tournament, so
That's pretty exciting.
the fate of the country is,
If he doesn't win that, the country will cease to exist.
it will disappear, it will melt.
Yep, it's made of ice after all.
True. Getting into Nomad 4 here.
No early misses, as they tend to do.
Indeed, no early misses. Just double SS so far.
Not even a spinner to split the scores apart.
All equal here at the first quarter.
Map hasn't picked up quite yet, though I expect to see a couple of misses coming up right here. This is where it gets hard. Goldilocks is finding the first one.
First one to drop is Goldilocks.
Is his map though, so it's unfortunate. Cerna following that up a bit later though. Now we get into the even harder part. Cerna finding amazing.
Goldilocks still holds combo actually, so
Yeah, this is actually a pretty impressive play by Goldilocks.
definitely. I mean, considering the rank and seed on a map like this, still holding combo here. There's a trade.
Ooh, both
That
missing that.
30,000 point difference still in play. Really impressive play from Goldilocks so far. A miss there, but I don't think that one miss is enough. There's gonna need to be more for CirnUwU, and the trade from both players there. Lead still 30,000 to Goldilocks, and a miss from CirnUwU and a trade there. Looking good for Goldilocks, you know. Drop there though. Is it too late? Not too sure. Gonna need to be more drops from Goldilocks, but we're getting into the last seconds of the map now. And it looks like Goldilocks is gonna take it.
Nice. It was a good pick from him.
Definitely a good pick. That's 4-3 now. Seed 8 versus Seed 16, closer than some would have expected. Now it is CirnUwU's pick. Gonna have to pick something smart here. DT2, the banger.
Ooh. Too bad we don't get to hear it.
Indeed. Considering Goldilocks' DT1 ban, I think it was, DT2 makes quite a bit of sense here for CirnUwU to pick. And CirnUwU is comfortable on DT as far as I know.
Surprised he hasn't picked this earlier.
I know, yeah.
Actually, did he pick DT3 already?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think they did. So, interesting indeed.
Yeah. But they are trying to get on everyone's nerves today.
They really are. Goldilocks saying, sorry Ash, but this map kind of bad. Sorry for weird Riz. In what way was that Riz? It's okay, Goldilocks, don't worry. Everyone's free to have their opinions. Update from the Dward vs. Tracy sketchy map that just started. As you can see, Sysuf in chat. Tracy banning Hidden 1, Dward banning DT1.
One has been banned quite a lot this week so far.
Yeah, I think if you're the player that is perhaps not favored on DT in the matchup, DT1 is such a solid ban because it has those unconventional patterns that you need solid DT control over to be able to hit.
Yeah, but I would have expected like harder bans to be like a priority.
Oh yeah, perhaps, but I think maybe that's more of like a toss-up to some people.
Yeah, might be.
Because it's just so difficult to the point where, like, yeah. Getting started with DT2 now, though. Goldilocks, all things considered, has been playing really, really well throughout the match, considering their seed and rank. And now, I really miss from them, though.
That was a miss. I thought it was just an acro.
Another miss there.
Missing a lot, actually. Not super surprising that they were banning the DT1 then.
Definitely. CirnUwU still holding onto a full combo, I believe? Drops there.
Yeah, until you said that.
It's like it's rigged, honestly. It's like it's scripted, but Goldilocks traded shortly after, and another miss from Goldilocks there. Looking very, very good for CirnUwU here to start things off.
Yeah, very favorable. Very good pick, Cerna.
100%. Goldilocks finding misses and more misses. CirnUwU has built up back to 200 combo. Looking really, really comfortable, actually. Look at that one miss.
Yeah, there's almost a 100k lead right now. I don't think there's much hope for Goldilocks anymore.
100k, you mean 300k? There's a 250,000 point difference between them here.
Oh! What the fuck, what happened? I feel like I blinked and the lead just increased by a landslide.
So there you have it, just that one miss from CirnUwU so far, and I mean, honestly, almost an S rank from goldilocks, so not too bad all things considered, I guess, but against a one miss like that, it's not over yet though, you could get more misses, I don't want to jinx it, but looking comfortable on it. Oh, actually, yeah, found one more miss there at the end, so
Ah, that's unlucky.
I will never talk again, I think, but 2 misses, 25, comfortable win for CirnUwU there, 958k, solid scoring, makes it 5-3, and gets it to match point. Now, I'm looking at the maps, and I don't see a lot of maps that goldilocks can get another point on. I think it's really just Hard Rock and Double Time left. And CirnUwU has looked to be the better player on those.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough spot Goldilocks is sitting in right now.
I have to cause some type of miracle here. Another update from the Dward and Tracy Sketchit map. The first pick was a hidden 2 from Dward against the non-hidden player Tracy Sketchit. Makes a lot of sense.
Goldilocks forgot what maps are left, and to be honest, so did I.
It's just Hard Rock 2, Hard Rock 3, and DT3.
It's not a very pleasant picking.
No, definitely not if you're goldilocks, especially, and if you look at the match history, how Hard Rock and Double Time has gone. So, quite the precarious situation, if we're going to use good words.
Yeah, I think his best option here would be Hard Rock 3, considering the convert. The fact that it is a convert and it's a harder one, it's a more of a convert than the DP convert.
Yeah, Hard Rock 3 would make sense here. Yeah, exactly. And as they do pick it, because it's sort of like you're trying to aim for your opponent to get a bad score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe you're not too confident, but you're also confident that your opponent is not too confident.
As long as you do fine, you could still take it.
Exactly. If Goldilocks pulls off a God Mode run and CirnUwU struggles a little bit, there could be an upset to be had here.
Yeah, but then even if he does win this point, where do we go from there? Into another Hard Rock or DT map?
Well, it has to be Hard Rock because DT2
yeah,
was
into Hard Rock map, I guess.
Yeah. So Hard Rock 2. And I think this is the first time I see Hard Rock 3 played today, at least.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it.
Make sure. Chukas and Meaku actually played it in their low seed matchup. Chukas came out on top, I believe 6-3 or 6-4. Yeah, 6-3. And to emphasize how hard this map is, both their scores were Chukas getting 633k, but that was a winner score against 493k from Meaku. So yeah, you could say pretty big difference there. Update from the Dward and Tracy Sketchit map. Dward winning their first pick. Hidden 2. Looking at 1-0 for Dward. But now back to CirnUwU and Goldilocks. 5-3, match point for CirnUwU. And an early miss from CirnUwU actually. Gonna give an early to Goldilocks.
Yeah, he overdashed the pattern a bit. He missed the mid.
And now actually some trades there, so the early lead from Goldilocks is gonna stay. This is exactly what Goldilocks needs though. Not that miss though, but
that's not what he needs.
Yeah, we were talking about this though. Like, Goldilocks needs to do pretty well and for CirnUwU to struggle. At the beginning it was looking nice, but now with those misses from Goldilocks, it's gonna flip back over to CirnUwU, sorry. Another miss from Goldilocks, CirnUwU still holds combo.
CirnUwU is actually rolling quite the combo right now. Isn't very long. The combo is gonna mean a lot.
It really is, especially as we're almost at the halfway mark now. Miss there, as Goldilocks holds, but
will that be enough?
Depends on how long Goldilocks will hold here, and if CirnUwU finds another miss or two.
I think CirnUwU might have to find another miss for Goldilocks to take the lead.
I think so too, but it's actually getting closer and closer, and it's going to reset things here. Looks like Goldilocks even got one more miss. I missed
CirnUwU missing.
there. Goldilocks is able to hold a little bit longer.
This could open up the door for Goldilocks.
Definitely. They just have to hold that trade there. That's going to reset the thing. That's when you
That's
reset the
fine.
lead.
Oh,
Another
CirnUwU missing
trade.
a lot. It's been
Ooh, may have gotten one or two more misses there, but it was a trade in combo, so
Oh, Goldilocks missing.
Goldilocks missing there. That's really not good.
CirnUwU missing.
It is a trade.
Yeah,
At the end of the map. Oh, that miss from Goldilocks and the trade from CirnUwU. Yeah,
they're just trading.
it looks like CirnUwU is going to end up taking this map. It was close. There was a chance for
Yeah, it was
Goldilocks to take it.
Still a good pick from Goldilocks.
Definitely.
Correct one.
For sure. This does mean that CirnUwU will be moving on to the next round of the losers bracket, going up against the loser of match 31, which we will see tomorrow between an Apple 7 and Sato. So that's going to be another Baltic battle guaranteed, actually.
Yeah.
And Goldilocks, unfortunately, leaving us in the tournament now. What a run it has been for them, though. 3 points against Seed 8, very impressive. Some solid scores. And before we end the stream, I want to go into their voice chat and see what they have to say. So,
We know. But I'm just saying, yeah.
now that the match is over, can we get some final thoughts?
Goldilocks is cracked.
Cern is correct.
I love that. Love that sportsmanship, guys. Thanks for the matches. Thank you, Goldilocks, for playing in the tournament. It was awesome having the Lithuanian in the tournament.
Thanks for having me.
Estonian Civil War potentially next, or Apple wrecks me.
Indeed, it will be a Baltic battle no matter what. But I think we're going to end the
Yep.
stream here. We're going to try and switch over to the match that's going on. We're going to take a short break, though, so come join us for that. Workers Trace, sketch it. Goodbye.